Today, let us reflect on the truth. If the masculine and the feminine both are sacred, if they both are meant to complement each other, then why is there so much conflict today? Why do relationships seem like battles for control instead of opportunities for growth? Why do strength and love, which are meant to walk together, so often seem to stand on opposite sides? For this conflict, we either blame masculine qualities or the feminine ones. But let us understand that the problem is not with the qualities themselves. The problem is with the consciousness from which those qualities are expressed. Let us take the example of a sword. In the hands of someone protecting innocent lives, the sword is a symbol of courage. But in the hands of someone driven by hatred, the same sword can become an instrument of destruction. The sword is exactly the same. Nothing about it has changed. Only the consciousness of the person holding it has changed. Life works in exactly the same way. Strength can protect or it can destroy. Love can heal or it can hurt. Knowledge can liberate or it can inflate the ego. The quality is the same. The consciousness behind it makes all the difference. Let us think of strength. Today, strength is often misunderstood. We think the loudest person is the strongest. Aggression is mistaken for confidence. Dominating others is mistaken for leadership. But is that strength? Not really. Real strength is not the ability to control others. Real strength is the ability to master ourselves, to control our anger before anger controls us, to remain humble when success whispers to the ego, to stand firm without becoming harsh, to remain calm when everything around us is pulling us towards reaction. That is real strength. Now, let us think of love of a mother who is gentle, caring, and full of affection. But the moment her child is threatened, that same gentle, loving mother becomes fearless. She does not stop to think whether she has strength or not. What changes? Has the love disappeared? Not at all. Love simply reveals another face. It becomes strength. Perhaps life is quietly teaching us something through this. Love and strength are not opposites. At their highest, they become one. That is why our spiritual tradition worships the Divine Mother in so many beautiful forms. As Annapurna, she nourishes. As Saraswati, she awakens wisdom. As Lakshmi, she brings abundance. As Durga and Kali, she destroys fear and protects righteousness. Different forms, different expressions, the same Divine Mother. She reminds us that love is never weakness. In fact, love is one of the greatest sources of courage, and courage, when guided by love, can never become violence. This is exactly what Shiva and Shakti represent. They are not two competing forces, not two rivals trying to prove who is greater. They are two expressions of the same divine reality. Shiva is awareness, Shakti is the power through which that awareness expresses itself. One gives direction, the other gives energy. One is stillness, the other is movement. And stillness cannot express itself without movement. Movement has no meaning without direction. So neither is complete without the other. And perhaps the same is true within us too. There are moments when wisdom asks us to speak, and there are moments when wisdom asks us to remain silent. There are moments when love is tender, and there are moments when love must appear as firmness. Spiritual maturity is not choosing one quality over another, it is knowing what each moment truly requires. This is where spirituality becomes wonderfully practical. Instead of trying to change the whole world, We begin by observing ourselves and start asking questions such as, am I speaking from wisdom or from ego? Am I acting out of love or out of fear? Am I trying to understand or simply trying to win? And life no longer feels like a competition for us. It begins to feel like a collaboration. In order to understand this, let us take the example of an orchestra. The violin does not compete with the flute does not envy the drum. Imagine if every instrument insisted only my sound should be heard, there would not be any music, only chaotic noise. Harmony is born because every instrument contributes its own unique note. Human life is just like that. Each one of us has unique gifts, and the world becomes beautiful when we offer the very best that is within us. When we are able to unite strength and tenderness, courage with compassion, wisdom with love, action with stillness, life becomes beautiful. Our homes become more peaceful, our relationships become enriching, we become calmer, truthful, balanced, and more fulfilled. Perhaps this is the greatest gift spirituality offers to this debate of superiority. It does not declare one person superior to another, it completely dissolves the question itself. Because life is never meant to be a contest of superiority, it is a journey towards harmony. Harmony does not arise when everyone becomes the same. Harmony arises when each one of us brings the best within us into this world. Then something beautiful happens. We no longer ask who is superior. Instead, we ask how can we grow together? Man and woman no longer stand on opposite sides. We begin to see two beautiful expressions of the same divine reality, walking together, learning from one another, strengthening one another, growing together, and perhaps the day we truly begin to live this understanding, our homes will become more peaceful, our relationships more loving, our society more harmonious, and this world a bit more beautiful, a bit closer to the divine.